So, we got my role model was Big Meech versus Oleksandr Usyk, August 20th. Let's talk about it right after this. What's going on, ASOP family? It's your boy Truth, and that's short for Truth Over Narrative. Before we start, make sure y'all head over to cutdifferent.shop, cutdifferent.shop, and go get you one of these fire hats from over there, man. So, obviously, man, just like the beginning I said, we got AJ versus Usyk. Mr. Big Meech is my role model versus Oleksandr Usyk. Let's talk about it. So Usyk is 19-0, 13 stoppages. Anthony Joshua 24-2, 22 stoppages. I think that at first I was gonna say AJ took a beating against Oleksandr Usyk. But you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I will say that he was thoroughly outclassed. He did win rounds. I believe he came in with a complete wrong strategy. He was trying to box with the boxer. He got caught thinking in there a lot of times. He was I mean he just got beat, man. He just got beat, and sometimes he was getting beat up. At the end of the 12th, it looked like he was getting ready to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? He was getting against the ropes, just getting beat up, sticking his tongue out. You know, the typical things fighters do when they know they losing a fight. He went over to the corner, just hung his head. I mean, he was tired, man. He was gassed, and he was getting punched on. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a new day, August 20th. We in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? And we got the rematch. So let's talk about it a little bit. Obviously, the biggest news coming out of this is that Anthony Joshua is now being trained by Robert Garcia. So that's huge news. Huge news. That's big, man. So one thing we know about Garcia, a lot of his fighters, they come forward, man. They come forward. They're gonna bring the fight to you. They're known to have stamina. And like I said, I think Robert Garcia is a solid trainer, if not one of the top trainers in boxing today. Probably top 5, no question. At the end of the day, so Usyk, right? Usyk and his mental gymnastics, you know what I'm saying? I think for me, that's kind of definitely one of the things that Usyk does that's kind of like a lost art, man. I feel like Usyk got a way of saying less but getting in your head before the fight, man. But you know, one thing that I was thinking about when it comes to, you know, the mental gymnastics and doing certain things, I even see like on a promo, he was kind of feinting at AJ, you know, as they're doing a promo for this rematch in Saudi. But you know what? Something that's really real is that there is a war in the Ukraine right now. Granted, Usyk is training, but I'm pretty sure he has family back there. It may not be his immediate family, but I'm pretty sure he has friends back there, and his country is for lack of better words, they're going through some shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So as much of mental gymnastics as Oleksandr Usyk likes to play, I kind of really wonder, you know, where his headspace is, you know, during a time like this. I mean, you can get a call any day that your friend, whoever, somebody that you're close to, you can get a call any day saying that they died or they've been blown up or whatever, you know, is happening. And that's something I think that's really important to kind of just keep in mind as this fight is going forward. You know what I mean? Now, one thing, as I said earlier, AJ, he went into the first fight complete wrong style, man. He wasn't trying to come forward too much. He was trying to box with the boxer. He was you know, pawing his jab and stuff like that. Just things that you shouldn't do with Oleksandr Usyk. I mean, this guy is a heavyweight version of Lomachenko. You know what I mean? He's taking angles. He's got good shots. He's an accurate puncher. He's got a good gas tank. And pretty much, I mean, that's what it is. So at the end of the day, I just wonder if Usyk, number one, if Usyk will be able to deal with this come forward style, because if you remember earlier on in the Derek Chisora fight, he had trouble with Chisora, right? Coming forward, you know, pressing him. He had some trouble early in that fight. Now, granted, he settled in and he won that fight clearly, but he did have some trouble in the beginning of that fight. And I do believe that I do believe that AJ has a better gas tank than Chisora. I do believe that AJ is a stronger puncher than Chisora. But one thing that kind of is like, to me, is the fact that he's taking Robert Garcia on as a trainer, but they're going directly into the rematch. In a perfect scenario, I would have liked to see Anthony Joshua get a tune-up fight in between with his new trainer so they could build that in-fight, in-ring chemistry, you know, that corner chemistry that you need, that's very important from a trainer and a fighter. You understand what I'm saying? But I think for me, the overall question going into this next fight is, whatever it is that Robert Garcia chooses to implement with AJ, right? If Usyk can handle that, then what, right? Will that mentally break Anthony Joshua? Like, what kind of space will that put AJ in if it's like, damn, I got this new trainer, I done got rid of my old trainer, you know, obviously I lost to this guy already, I got this new come forward or whatever kind of style it is, and this dude is adapted well to this style, and I feel like I'm back in the first fight again. You know what I mean? That's tough, I think, for Anthony Joshua. And really, at this point in his career, he probably is the fighter that he's gonna be. Garcia could add some wrinkles, but I just wonder if mentally that'll break him down and take him back to the first fight, and you know, just he revert back to doing some of the stuff that he was before. I don't know. I think in this fight, man, I want to say AJ, man, but at the end of the day, I'm just not betting against Oleksandr Usyk, man. The dude, he's proven that he can get the job done. Undisputed at cruiserweight, 3-belt champion now, went into London, dethroned AJ. You know what I mean? And I believe in him. I believe he can. I believe if he's mentally here for this fight, rumor has it that since he got out of Ukraine, he's been training the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be just banking on AJ because he got a new trainer, because we don't know what that chemistry in the corner is going to be like between Robert Garcia and Anthony Joshua. You know what I'm saying? But this is when I really got my eye on, because obviously Tyson Fury may come back and fight the winner of this fight or whatever. We don't know. But at the end of the day, man, like I said, man, this is definitely going to be a good fight. I think we'll see a better version of Anthony Joshua. But the real question is, whatever Robert Garcia is implementing, can Usyk adapt and overcome and you know, make them changes, right? We'll see. And can Anthony Joshua make those changes, right? So we'll see. Either way, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Truth Over Narrative. This is A-Side Boxing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are out.